season has arrived. Halloween is just 2 weeks away, and while some people go for pure horror this time of year, I like my spooky season with a softer touch. Cozy witch cottages, mysterious small towns, magical rituals, and stories that are just eerie enough to make you pull your blanket a little closer. So today, we're looking into 10 cozy and spooky games that are perfect to play before Halloween, with a mix of witchy sims, gentle jrpgs, and story-rich adventures that bring the spirit of autumn, the season, but also me, to life. Hey friends, I'm Autumn. Welcome back to Cozy Cartridges, where we celebrate calm, nostalgic, and story-rich games that are perfect for unwinding with. If you love farming sims, jrpgs, and cozy adventures with a touch of magic, grab a blanket and your favorite drink, light a candle, and come sit a while with me. Let's start with one of my favorite themes for October: witchcraft, potions, and fairy tales with a dark little twist. Wytchwood is a crafting adventure set in a storybook world full of gothic fables. You play as a grumpy old witch who brews potions, collects bizarre ingredients, and passes judgment on the villagers around her. The gameplay revolves around exploring interconnected regions, from haunted forests to gloomy swamps, gathering materials, and solving moral puzzles. Each contract you take on is like a twisted fairy tale lesson, and the writing is full of dry wit and folklore charm. It's slow paced, smartly written, and visually gorgeous, with hand-painted textures that make every scene like a living page from an illustrated book with a soundtrack to match. Potion Permit takes that same magical alchemy theme and wraps it in a cozy life sim. You're the new chemist in the town of Moonbury, brought in to heal villagers with your custom-made potions. You'll spend your days exploring forests, gathering herbs, diagnosing patients, and bonding with the locals, all while upgrading your tools and your little lab. The gameplay loop is relaxing but satisfying as you rebuild the town's trust one remedy at a time. The soft pixel art and gentle music make it a perfect pick for curling up with a cup of tea on a cool fall day. And if you'd rather trade your small town clinic for something grander, something that mixes farming, fantasy, and a hint of Halloween, Sunhaven might be the perfect getaway. Sunhaven blends the coziness of a farming life sim with the adventure of a fantasy RPG. You can go crops, fish, mine, romance townsfolk, or even venture into dungeons. A little bit of everything for players who love balance. What really sets it apart this season are its regions. The elven forest town of Nelvari, glowing with mystical light, and Withergate, the monster city that feels like eternal Halloween. They give the world an enchanting, spooky atmosphere that makes Sunhaven perfect for October. Now let's turn to cozy JRPGs that lean into mystery, monsters, and moody atmosphere, perfect for a slow burn spooky season. As one of my all-time favorite games, Persona 4 Golden remains one of the best games for this time of year. Set in a small rural town, you play as a transfer student who becomes entangled in a murder mystery involving a mysterious TV world that reflects people's hidden selves. The game masterfully mixes daily life, school, friendships, part-time jobs, with dungeon crawling and psychological storytelling. It's full of warmth, humor, and heart, even as it explores darker themes of truth and identity. The autumn setting, the foggy streets, and the late-night TV glow make it one of the most atmospheric JRPGs ever made. Next is Bloomtown, a different story, a newer indie JRPG that feels perfect for October and regarded by many as a Persona light. It's set in a charming 1960s American town that's hiding something beneath its bright surface. Literally. By day, you live life as a kid in a sunny suburb. By night, you face off against demons born from people's inner fears. The turn-based battles are stylish and quick, and the story weaves together cozy slice-of-life moments with supernatural mystery. It captures that nostalgic Stranger Things energy, but filtered through the heart of an old-school JRPG. And then there's Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, the newest version of one of Atlus's darkest JRPGs. While the Persona series focuses on friendship and hope, SMT is about survival, philosophy, and moral choices in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo overrun by angels and demons. You play as a student who fuses with a mysterious being to become a godlike entity known as the Nahobino and must choose the fate of the world. Despite its intensity, it's surprisingly meditative. Long walks through ruined cityscapes, haunting music, and slow, deliberate battles where negotiation and strategy matter more than brute force. The Vengeance Edition also adds a new storyline, more demons, and smoother pacing, making it the best entry point yet for newcomers who want something eerie, thoughtful, and beautiful before Halloween. If your ideal spooky game is more about dark humor or a melancholy charm, these next few are for you. Graveyard Keeper is a medieval management sim that asks a very important question. What if Stardew Valley had corpse? You inherit a rundown cemetery and slowly rebuild it into a thriving, morally questionable business. You'll gather resources, craft decorations, brew potions, and maybe run a side hustle selling questionable meat. It's absurd, funny, and strangely relaxing once you get into its rhythm. The best part is how it mixes macabre humor with genuinely deep crafting systems. You'll lose hours perfecting your graveyard or hosting a sermon for the townsfolk. But maybe you prefer something with a little more story and something that blends whimsy with a touch of melancholy. If so, check out Little Misfortune, a story-driven adventure about a curious, kind-hearted girl on a journey to find eternal happiness for her mom. Guided by a mysterious narrator, she wanders through beautifully illustrated but unsettling environments, where every choice has a quiet consequence. The tone swings from innocent to eerie in seconds, and that emotional whiplash is what makes it so memorable. It's more of an interactive story than a traditional game, but its bittersweet humor and haunting moments make it ideal for a quiet, thoughtful evening. Love Ghostie lightens the mood again with something adorable and wholesome. You play as a little ghost who runs a matchmaking service for other spirits, helping ghosts and humans and animals alike find love and closure. The story unfolds through charming dialogue and cozy minigames with cute art and gentle humor. It's the kind of short, comforting game that captures the sweet side of the afterlife, and it's brand new on Switch, making it a perfect lighthearted pick for October nights when you want to smile more than shiver. And finally, a little cheat. It's not a JRPG, but as someone who grew up hoping their letter would come from Hogwarts, I had to include this. I'm talking, of course, about Hogwarts Legacy, which somehow feels tailor-made for this season. You attend classes, learn spells, tame magical beasts, and explore Hogwarts and its surrounding villages. The world is dense and full of detail, from the floating candles of the Great Hall to the misty Forbidden Forest. On Switch, it's a bit scaled down visually, but the magic of discovery is still there, especially if you picked up the Switch 2 upgrade. Whether you're brewing potions in your dorm or sneaking through corridors at night, it is the ultimate fall fantasy. Before we wrap up, I just wanted to mention some games I thought would be perfect for this season, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten around to playing them yet, so I wanted to hear your thoughts. Tales of Berseria seems like an incredible dark fantasy JRPG with a strong emotional story about revenge, freedom, and found family. The tone and atmosphere seem to fit October perfectly with moody landscapes and an unforgettable heroine. Hopefully, I'll get around to it when the new releases slow down a little bit. Buy Sweet Carol, released on October 9th for all platforms, although the physical version isn't out at the time of this recording. Disney Dark Fairy Tale sounds right up my alley, but reviews are still coming in, so I'll probably wait for a sale on the physical version. So there you have it, 10 cozy and spooky games to get lost in this Halloween. Whether you're brewing potions, solving mysteries, or exploring magical worlds, each one captures that feeling of fall evenings and quiet magic. Which of these will you be playing this spooky season? Or is there a cozy, creepy game that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. I love adding new games to my eternal backlog, and I always take your recommendations into account. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this list, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for more weekly cozy content. Until next time, may your games be magical, your nights be calm, and may your pumpkins stay perfectly carved.